Well, now I can solve Oxford for the father. Oxford in 6 letters is a king name, which parallels father. In fact, Oxford is one of the coolest. There's a ton of words in English that are famous that start with pure 3s and end in a +1. That all point to the father. Wow. This is the first time anyone has solved Oxford for the father. Okay, so it's father plus 24. So how are we to compare this? Well, I'm just going to pick off the FR for the FR. And then the TH, this is what I'm going to do, watch this. The TH versus a D is 24 points. So now if I add the X to Team Gold, we've got equivalence still. And then you're left with your 2 O's, which are kings for 3 all by themselves, being 3 times the 3rd prime. Which, and then you have your 3 plus 3 up top, the AE. So there you go. Oxford has officially been solved in the name of the father. Oxford, and since university divides by 3, therefore Oxford University will parallel father, and all the rest of it. The floodgates have opened, my friends. And I believe encyclopedia is father. Yes, encyclopedia is father, just like dictionary. Okay, so oh, and then this just came to me. Since book is father and scroll, you know, scroll is very similar in its design compared to Oxford, and that you've got 5 letters that divide by 3 and 1 plus 1. Very obvious father and scroll. But textbook, the classic school item. Father owns every textbook. Let's check the math. Oh, it's gorgeous. It equals encyclopedia. Well, that was a Holy Ghost moment. Encyclopedia. Father, encyclopedia equals textbook. So it's time to get the kids fed. All right. So how would you? I could put the T and the T compared to these guys. Ooh, it's irresistible actually going from the central. You get so many obvious correlations here. I was going to go the T and the K come into the T and the H, different by 3, but this is just as beautiful here. And then you have nothing left to do but cluster bomb these 3 together to yield, what would that yield? Okay, it's multiple, I think it's 36 or something, 16 plus, yeah, 36 there, and then there's 6's up here, and then this is 30 and this is 24, which equals love. So the letters that divide by 3 in textbook equals love. That's a bonus gem. Father owns every textbook. That's satisfying. Textbook book. Cool. That was cool. We solved Oxford. And what was the other? What's this? Yale. Yale is another father brand. We're thinking of the British. I mean, British parallels father. It's like Britain. British and Britain both parallel father. And then so Great Britain is father. Yale. But I want to get some. Oxford was stunning. Anything that's an offset of 6's from father is gorgeous. Oxford. What was the other, couple other big ones in Britain? Oxford and Stan? Oxford University. Prestigious universities in England. I just want to... Cambridge, that's the one. Cambridge. Let's just take a look at the big name list here and just see what their numbers are and just do a little research here. Oh, come on. Oh, let's just get Cambridge. Cambridge is going to be Jesus. Cambridge is Jesus. Cambridge is Jesus minus 12. Oxford, in my opinion, is greater than Cambridge. At least the brand is, because they are the source of the great Oxford Dictionary. So in my opinion, Oxford is greater than Cambridge. Imperial College London. Like, just do the Edinburgh is father. But I think Oxford, I just want to know where that name came from briefly. Where did that name came from? Where did the word Oxford, oh, it just came from a town, yeah, city of Oxford. Well, that's cool. Most famous universities in the world. MIT. I think Oxford, in my opinion, Oxford is what is father. I would choose Oxford. I can study these, but I think this is a very Americanized list that I'm looking at. I think Oxford in terms of history, because they're the Oxford Dictionary. If you can't, put it this way, most American spellings are not even correct. Okay, so if you can't even spell English words correctly, how can you be the #1 university? Like Oxford, the creators of the Oxford is probably the king brand, in my opinion. Stanford is parallels father, Yale parallels father. I'm just with Princeton, it's not father. Columbia, Caltech. Caltech is a +1. I'm interested about that. Johns Hopkins, I was. Cornell is a +1. It seems like quite the Americanized list. UCLA is quite a father brand. UCLA is a huge father brand. That's a very gorgeous set of letters. Edinburgh. Michigan is a great. Well, let's start with, I'll just take a quick peek. I would say, you gotta keep history in mind. Oh, yeah, that's the USA. Yeah, Stanford, how does Stanford parallel? Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Lots of 3s there. There's greater places than that. California is a king brand. University of California is father. At Berkeley. University of California. California is a father name. Princeton. Yeah, this is a very Americanized list. I'm curious as to what Institute of Technology. I know technology is father, and so is California. Caltech is just a great brand for the father. Columbia is a great father. That's in New York. Chicago is also father. Oxford. I mean, this should have been near the top. 13th century. Exactly. Oxford has the greatest name of all. This is a totally Americanized list. This is quite disgusting, really. Oxford, in my opinion, is the greatest name in formal institutional learning. Exactly. And then you have the Oxford University Press, which is Father, Holy Ghost, Son, divides by 3, it equals 321. Yale is a father brand, Yale. UCLA is, like, just the letters UCLA, father. And University of California, I talked about father. Cornell is also father. Wow, there's some beautiful campuses out there. Oh boy, gotta keep working. Johns Hopkins. It could be better. It's not nearly as famous as Oxford. You notice everyone wants to get a piece of University of California? It's because California is father. San Francisco is Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. University College London. Plus University of Tokyo. Okay, I think I basically just... I think Oxford is the greatest name. You have to go with fame and history. Oxford has the greatest name. California is cool. Princeton is... Yeah, no, Oxford is the greatest name. Oxford is the greatest name in university names. Don't argue with history, don't argue with the math. We just solved Oxford for father, which is the name above all names. Oxford. And then we solved dictionary before and encyclopedia before. So father owns encyclopedia. He owns every textbook. Caltech, yeah, Oxford. Like no, like this is not the king brand. Oxford is the king brand. Not Stanford, not Cambridge, not MIT, not Harvard, not Princeton, not Chicago, not Yale. California is a great brand. Columbia is a great brand. But a lot of these are great brands. But Oxford is the highest. The University of Oxford. Let's see what other gems. UCLA. Oxford. The University of Oxford. So when you say the University of, that's quadruple love. And then just stack that on top of it. Officially, Oxford is simply Oxford. Oxford, England, United Kingdom. So this is very cool because just like my birthplace is Langley, BC, Canada. You knit these three together, it makes a multiple of 3. But Oxford is father, while having no known date. As far back, it is the oldest university in the English-speaking world and the world's second oldest surviving university. Oxford is father. Oxford is still the father brand in university. What are they claiming is the older one? University of Bologna? I guess we can poke into that. Universitas is father, but university is triple love. There's a bonus gem there on the roots. Three. Oxford. Oxford. Dominus illuminatio mea. The Lord is my light. Wow. The Lord is my light. There's a real university. Oxford has been solved in this hour, Sunday, the 11th of September. Oxford has been solved for the Father. Hallelujah. The University of Oxford. Evidence of teaching as far back as 1096, making it the oldest university in the English-speaking world and the world's second oldest surviving university. So I was poking into this Bologna, and that's a 3 fest. Now you could take a peek at the Italian name. The official Italian name is a lovely +1, just like its initials. So this is also a father brand, okay? Sovereignty of God. I'm just gonna peg this one out just for, let's get the A that's seeable here, and that is 217, that is +1. Father Unibo is also 3 points over Father. The University of Bologna was the first university and is the oldest in the world. And then there's your 3s there. Everywhere divides by 3, Trinity there. But in terms of what God has prospered in world history, there are like far more people know the name Oxford than they do Bologna. But Italy is Father. Universitas is Father. Oxford. The oldest university in the English-speaking world. It grew rapidly when Henry II, and Henry is Father. I just got that one today. Henry II banned English students from attending the University of Paris. After disputes between students and Oxford town folks, some academics fled northeast to Cambridge. So Cambridge was kind of a rebellion where they established what became the University of Cambridge. The two ancient universities are frequently jointly referred to as Oxbridge. But Oxford is the root, and Henry. So Henry II, this is going to blow your mind, because Henry, from what I can tell, he was trying to serve the English language, which is awesome. So look at Henry, Father. I just got this gem today, that Henry is Father. It's Father plus 12, and I'm just going to point out the obvious, the simplest way to go at this. Actually, there's a couple things to do. Note that the H and an N is irresistible to make a 6-point difference there. E there, E there, and then R equals to R. And then this differs from that by a total of 18. So you maintain your 6's offset. If you just went letter for letter, then you go like this, bang, bang, and then, yeah, you still end up doing an N versus a T. You end up doing what I just did. Okay, Father, Henry. Furthermore, like, you can take this even higher. He's referred to as Henry II. His last name, Kirkmantle, is Father. But Henry's, there's a lot. Anywho, you can read more about him if you want. We're here to solve Oxford in detail, so if you call him Henry II, that'll maintain the offset from Father. Okay, let's see. So, Universitas Oxyuensis. Ooh, that adds to 300, bang on the nose, and this is +1. Domine, the Lord is my light. Let's just see if that 3. Dominus +2, Illuminatio 3, and Mia, Father +1. So you have the 1, 2, 3 in there. The Lord is my light. In English and in Latin, it divides by 3. Lord is Father. Chancellor. Oh man. So Chancellor is +1, is a Father. Vice is Father too. You're listening. Colors is Father. Athletics is Father. The sporting blue. Blue is the king color. And sport is Father. Affiliations, Father. Website is Christ. University of Oxford. Oh, the Chancellor has been solved. Father. The father in Chancellor is glaring. It's just the London boy. There's your comparison with offsets of 6 there, and then an A, the AE is irresistible, and then all the rest of the letters divide by 3. So cool. So a pair of C's will equal an S, an F, an R equals an R, and then this is just more 3's right there. So there, we solved every Chancellor for the glory of God the Father. Incidentally, this name is the name above all names. That's how it works, Father. The endowment. The cash. And then Vice is also Chancellor, Father. I'm curious as to what Vice is. Yeah, hold on. Oh, come on. Let's spell it out. So the word Vice is also Father, Vice Chancellor. Students. Colors. Oxford blue. Blue is the father color. University of Oxford. The greatest name in higher learning as far as formal. Well, the greatest name in higher learning is Father. He teaches me everything. Chancellor is a leader, Father, usually either the executive or ceremonial head of the university or university campus. Campus Father, university campus. Nice. So Commonwealth is Father. The Chancellor is the father of the institution in British Commonwealth. So it's not a president. See, America has it wrong. The president, I don't know, what do they say for Harvard? Do they call it a chancellor? Or do they call it a president of the university? Like, chancellors, what do they say? Yeah, president. See, they call it a president. Well, the word president is not as glorious, in my opinion, as chancellor. Because chancellor is +1, which is father. Okay? You want the father. And when you talk about a prime minister, the word prime parallels father. It's 3 points higher than father. Okay? Now there is great glory in the word president for Christ and Jesus and the Father as well, but I personally like the word chancellor better, and I do believe it is actually a more glorious English word in terms of who is at the top of an educational institution. It's the chancellor. Chairman is also father. Chairman of the board. Father. Chairman. The chairman of the board. The chairman of the board. We'll see you now. There's your HN combo. There's your A is an A. Why didn't I take this A right there, but whatever. And then this AM compares with an E. Teal, the lovely offset of 9, so you add this 9 to that team to make it an offset of 6s, and then everything else is just lovely 6s. The chairman of the board! The governing body. The governing body is father. Yeah, exactly. In many countries, such as the United States, the administrative and educational head of the university is known as the president, principal, or rector. See, rector is a good father term. In the United States, it's university president. It's the chancellor, man. The chancellor, the rector. Ruler from the Latin regere, and rector, both are +1 words. In non-English speaking countries, really? For a university chancellor. In the sphere of academia, it is the highest academic official of many universities and in certain other institutions of higher education, as well as in some secondary level schools. A rectorate. The title is most widely used in universities in Europe and is very common in Latin American countries. Brunei, Turkey, Russia, Pakistan, wow, Israel. In some universities, the title is phrased in an even loftier manner as Lord Rector. Well, Lord belongs to Father, and Rector belongs to Father God. The term used in English-speaking countries, in England and elsewhere in Great Britain, the head of a university is traditionally referred to as a chancellor. Thank you. This pattern has been followed in the Commonwealth, the United States, and other countries. Now, when you just say the United States, commonly that's Father, Commonwealth, Father. In other countries formerly under British influence, Father. In Scotland, Father. Ooh, I never really stopped to solve Scotland for Father, but it's pretty easy. NT, hook up. A is an A. Yeah, and then just shoot for, actually no, just hook up the T and the N with the TH of Father, and then shoot for 6s. Scotland is loaded. Scotland is Father. In Scotland, many universities are headed by a chancellor and the Lord Rector designated the university court. So that's a lot of countries. Shh. Big famous word, rector. Very, very desirable word, but who does it belong to? Well, it's called Rector Magnificus. Rector Magnifica. Well, what's cool about that is that those endings just tack on 3s to the title rector, which is already Father. Rector Magnificus. It's a rector. It's a rector. That's all right. By a master is also Father. Principal is actually Jesus. Warden. So let's just, we've solved Chancellor for Father, let's just solve Rector for Father. This is too beautiful. Just do the obvious. A T is a T, an E is an E, an R is an R, and then the rest is just beautiful, gorgeous 3s. So an A and an H is 9. In fact, you got so many beautiful 3s here. You got 3, 6, 9, 15, 18. Just beautiful between the two. If you want to go equivalence, that's 15, which equals the O. And then here's your bonus, 21 on top. Father, Rector. So there you go. We've just solved every rector in the entire universe for God the Father, and it's that simple, and everyone can do the math from greatest to least. So we solved the Chancellor, the Rector. That was highly fun. The Chancellor has been solved. The University of Oxford has been solved. I'm very satisfied. Henry II has been solved. In the name of the Father. Okay? You can read more about him if you want to. As much as you desire. Okay. Oxford. And then campus is Father. Maine is Father. Is the home of the Rhodes Scholarship. One of the world's oldest and most prestigious scholarships. The world's oldest university museum Yeah, the University Press. Yeah, that was huge. And the largest academic library system in Britain. You are staring at the king. The father is the word we're supposed to use. Oxford is the father of institutionalized learning. Let's put it that way. Oxford is the highest oldest name in institutionalized learning. And I'm proud to have solved it for God the Father on this fine day of September 11th, 2016. 27 Nobel laureates, 27 prime ministers of the UK. It's time to get you educated, both. Okay, and then just quickly, oh yeah, Rhodes is nice. It's not +1. You can figure. His name overall is +1. Well, that's fun. Oxford. Blue. Chancellor. And we solved the motto there to our satisfaction. Dominus Illuminatium. You got a 1, a 2, and a 3. So here it is. The head of the university was named a chancellor from at least 12,001. Now 12,001 is a nice +1 number, glorifies Father, as is this number, 1,096. As if that is indeed the true founding date. I would not be surprised if you found +1s in the numbers only. And the masters, oh yeah, master for father. Chancellor, and the masters were recognized as a universitas, which is father, or corporation, 1231. And that a royal charter happened. Charter is father. And during the reign of, again, his name was Henry, which is father. Quadrangle is traditionally one of the central buildings on campus, and that's a father turn. I remember when I went to SFU, it was the academic quadrangle, the AQ. It was like the, the hub. So yeah, the academic quadrangle, amazing. This is a gem for my personal life. Quadrangle is father. And then the academic quadrangle is 72 plus 42 over father, which is 114. Awesome. Quadrangle. It's great word, quadrangle. Wow. Until the 1820s, no new universities were allowed to be founded in England. Exactly. Wow, that's Oxford in the year 1605. That's crazy. Ay, ay, ay. And atrium is also another father word. A park, of course, is father word. Wow. So cool. Woo! A few little sub-names that want a piece of Oxford. Wow. The dining hall. Slightly more classy than my cafeteria. Like, that'll inspire you, like, to some real scholarship, unlike the place where I live. But I still have... That's amazing. Ah, you have God the Father, that's all you need. That's crazy. University of Oxford Dining Hall. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty crazy. Oxford. Well, that's a study all its own. Interestingly, quad and quadriceps are fathers, a space or courtyard. Quadrangle. Exactly, because students like to read on the grass in the center and ponder things in a green space, and then it's efficient to move out to the building. So quadrangle. Most of them are in universities. I wonder if Simon Fraser University is on this list. Nope. Apparently my university was not famous. But there's a lot of them. So we saw quadrangle for father. Wow. Tom Quad, father. So we saw Chancellor. Cambridge came next. Isn't that cool that Cambridge is +2, which is Jesus? Like, it's beneath the Father. This is confirmation for you. Oxford came first and is still the most famous name in the world. Oxford came first, is +1, Father. Okay, Jesus said, "My Father is greater than I." Cambridge is second. Remember, Jesus is standing on the right hand of the Father. Cambridge is +2. Okay, and you compare Cambridge to Jesus because of the offsets with 3's. Jesus, you have 3 + 1's. And Cambridge, you have 4 + 1's for 2 + 2's. Okay, and then the rest of the letters divide by 3. So Cambridge parallels Jesus. Okay, is beneath the Father. Oxford is the Father. Oxford is greater than Cambridge. Okay? So, and the offset of Jesus from Cambridge is -12. The offset of Oxford from Father was also a multiple of, yeah, that's not Oxford. That's a typo. Okay, the Oxford was +24 from Father. Okay, but offsets of 12 no less. But And so Oxford equals 82 for the record. Cambridge is 62, but it's the offset from Father and Jesus, respectfully. That, and then just look at the history. So Cambridge is a silver. So what I'm saying is Cambridge is second place. Cambridge is the silver medal, if you will. Cambridge is representative of Jesus. Oxford is the Father. If you choose this number as the original date, that is a +1 Father number. Henry is certainly Father. Wow. And then Cambridge came from and then see, through one of Cambridge University's alumni, John Harvard, that's probably the founder of Harvard University. It inspired the establishment of Cambridge, Massachusetts, United States, with the first college in the United States, Harvard University. But you see how Oxford is the root. Oxford is still the father. Oxford is still the greatest, and the numbers prove it. Okay, John Harvard is +2 himself. Okay, Harvard is 3s, you know. But Oxford is the father. Oxford is the greatest. Isn't it interesting? You think about people who kind of rebel, who leave, who are unfaithful. It's like, you know, oh, they rebelled against their homeland and they left and they founded their own. Like, now Padua is father, and so it's around to this day. You can take a look at all these things and see how the first public. Now these guys are claiming the first. That's in Italy, which is also father. Spain. But to this day, none of these names are nearly as famous as Oxford. They simply are not on a world scale. Enough. I'm here to lay the foundation for the future discoveries and research, solving everything in the name of the Father. So one of Italy's leading universities, and ranks in the first position of all recent Italian large universities. Well, why is that? Well, because Padua is +1 father. Now I have no idea what the Italian works out to. I do know the initials are +1 father with a +6 offset. This will not be completely +1, but... And they call their head a rector, which is father. But Padua is certainly father, and Italy is certainly father. But nothing beats Oxford. Nothing beats Oxford. Wow. Well, that was a great solve. Oxford. So what's happening these days in Oxford? Is this now alumni? Where have I gone? Oh, notable alumni. The modern period. And then alumni is, of course, father. So notable alumni will parallel father. In fact, alumni is just silly obvious. Look at how alumni is father. Just silly. The TH at the center of father is right here, and then the rest is pure 6s. Done. Done. The IU equals the rest flanking that, and you get a bonus 12. Alright.